Hot weather this week means a lot more water being used on lawns across the inland Northwest. People in Ritzville are already cutting back on water use as the city wells aren't working properly and city officials are worried about the future. KXLY4's Kylee Cruz traveled to Ritzville today where they're experiencing the worst water issues in the last 20 years.
The Ritzville golf course looks pretty green now, but 2 weeks ago it was a totally different story. The manager said all the fairways here were pretty dry and brown. That's because instead of watering the typical 7 days a week, the course was only allowed to water once a week.
Grass is grass, it needs the water to grow.
But this summer, the city of Ritzville has been forced to conserve their water.
Basically, we've got antiquated wells. This is an old town, and our wells also reflect that.
Major water users in the city, like the golf course and the parks, have had to cut back.
Basically, we put them on a rotation system to where they do get to water once a week.
In the last month, they have had to put these restrictions in place twice.
And this is the one that melted down here in July that started the problem.
They need to do all of this because the main well in the city ran out of water in its aquifer.
Your heart kind of sinks because you've got to find another way to get water to the public.
The city used a backup well, but shortly after the main well was back in business, their second well broke down.
Without that well, by next summer, we'll have to be on full water restrictions of some sort to keep up.
Now, the city is at a crossroads.
It's a heavy decision, it's a heavy load, but it's futuristic planning that we have to bite the bullet and do.
Biting the bullet means possibly building a new well.
We know that inevitably we're just going to have to go for the new one.
The new projects would come in at a heavy price, around $5 million, and the city is estimating that taxpayers' water bills could possibly rise $20 a month. But during this reconstruction period, manager Corey Morley watered the greens by hand. But not everyone minded the brown course.
Some of the guys like it though because they get more roll off the ball because it's harder.
In Ritzville, Kylee Cruz, KXLY4 HD News.